Engrossed second substitute House Bill 1220 on third reading and final passage. Remarks. The good member from the 21st District, Representative Peterson.
Thank you for the opportunity to speak to this bill late tonight. I reflect that we are all here virtually tonight, either in our home offices or maybe in our offices in Olympia, but we are here somewhere warm, somewhere safe, able to communicate with each other on a whole host of important issues for the state of Washington. And this is one of those issues, Madam Speaker. This is an issue about housing. This is an issue about making sure that those people that have no housing or are on the verge of homelessness have a place to lay their head, have a place to close a door, have a place to take a shower. Madam Speaker, I think back and it's like, well, as I think as one of the previous speakers said, planning, it's not all about planning, and how I wish that were true, but we know that we have to look at our history to see some of the reasons that we are here today in this housing crisis, when we have the haves and the have-nots when it comes to a safe place to live. Madam Speaker, it's in your and I lifetime where redlining was prevalent in cities, not only here in Washington, but around the country. And redlining kind of sounds like a metaphor, but I think you and I and members of this body know that that was true, that there was a literal red line on a map. And those members in this body that look one way live in one part of that red line. Those members of the body that maybe look more like me live in another part of that red line, a nicer part of that red line. And Madam Speaker, this is not ancient history. Not saying that you and I are ancient by any means, but Madam Speaker, in a planning meeting in my town last year, somebody spoke up. This was a housing planning meeting talking about affordable housing, talking about the very subject of the underlying bill. And this person stood up and said, you know what? In a public meeting, you know what? We should maybe bring back redlining. Madam Speaker, we need to make sure that we protect folks. Yes, right now redlining is illegal, but we need to make sure that, as the good gentleman from the 36th said, that those people that might look different from me are welcome in my neighborhood. Those people that might not have a few dollars to put in their pocket are welcome in my neighborhood. Again, the transgender youth that has been kicked out of his home needs a place to rest. A domestic violence victim who is running for her life with her child should have a safe place to stay in my neighborhood and in your neighborhood. We have to get beyond thinking of them as the other. Speaker Jenkins, they are us. They are our neighbors. They are our community. And with planning, with compassion, with forethought, we can make sure that these members of our community are safe, that these members of our community that might be suffering from substance use disorder have a place to rest and a place to contemplate the next positive steps of their life. It's going to take a lot, Madam Speaker. This is not a one-off and we can walk away and pat ourselves on the back. This is a tall mountain to climb. But with every bill that we pass on housing, on equitable policing, on protecting our environment, on lifting up our children's education, we take a step up that mountain. So join me, Madam Speaker, tonight for one more step, and please vote yes on this bill. Thank you.